Sigma male, a word so popularly used all over social media platforms that we all have some idea about who they are by this time. Well, here's another take on the Sigma male. The Sigma male, or the lone wolf, is part of the sociosexual hierarchy. In fact, Sigma males are on the same grounds as alpha males, but a Sigma male couldn't care less about the hierarchy. It is essential to remind you that with all this potential, a Sigma male can challenge and overthrow an alpha male from the crown position in the hierarchy. The Sigma male is individualistic, solitary, and self-sufficient. He is bound to charm you with his calm and attentive personality. If you think that a Sigma male appears snarky, snappy, and uncompromising, then hop along as I take you through the discussion. Make sure to like the video, hit subscribe, and that bell notification to get notified whenever we release a new video. Number 10. Attention seekers. Compliments are nice. Everyone appreciates them. The Sigma male certainly does too. However, they are not necessary to his survival, and the Sigma has a social group because he likes the idea, not because they feed his ego and exaggerate his abilities. In other words, validation is immaterial to the Sigma male. The Sigma male dislikes people who need to be constantly praised. As far as he is concerned, the approval of others should not be anyone's driving force. According to his ideals, people should be upfront about who they are. The need to hide away to please outside forces is understandable but not acceptable. The logical thinker, Sigma male, will question and analyze why a person is acting this way. Having to double-think everything someone does is tiring and unnecessary, so you can see why he might choose to let go of that association. Number 9. Self-absorbed people. People who cannot accept criticism or apologize is a trait the Sigma male particularly hates. These little idiosyncrasies raise a red flag in his mind with a sign that urgently reads, "Made a self-absorbed person." Approaching Sigma males to have no time, patience, or love for people who they think are doing you a favor just by being around. Typically, he's an objective individual. But people who have no self-awareness are intolerable to the Sigma male. He's the kind of man who knows who he is and takes no issue with presenting himself to the public. His flaws and self-awareness leave him dumbfounded by people who walk around shamelessly, declaring themselves perfect and accepting no responsibility for their wrongdoings. The Sigma male understands everyone has faults. He takes no issue with the imperfections themselves, only with that attitude of the individuals who refuse to acknowledge these faults and progress as a person. Their stagnation at one level of personal growth stems from a lack of introspection of their more unsavory features. In some ways, he feels pity for those unable to see themselves from the outside. In other words, he finds them tiresome and will go out of his way to avoid these kinds of people. Number 8. Authority. The Sigma male could just as effortlessly be an alpha. This potential alpha stems from their ability to be great leaders, independence, and high sense of responsibility. Notably, they are also quite adept at taking instruction in the right situation. Unlike the alpha, Sigma males see value in being a leader without adopting the flaws of an alpha authoritarian. The Sigma male is a listener, and he does this very well. He understands how the give and take of respect works and utilizes that to gain influence in his life. He is extremely good at adapting to most environments. Working for someone else is definitely doable for him, but not preferable. A Sigma male is something of a trailblazer, carving out his own path. He will go with the flow at parties and other social gatherings, but when it comes to things that he cares about, he will stand up and be heard. In relationships, he values communication and equality. So, secure in his masculinity, the Sigma male does not need to elevate himself to a position of lord and master in his romantic life. In fact, he does value other people's opinions and advice. No one more than a Sigma male understands that people are layered. The only layer he finds unacceptable is an overbearing partner. His understanding nature may mislead prospective partners to see him as weak and want to control his movements and thinking. This is a massive mistake, as Sigma epitomizes independent thought and action. Number 7. Constant socializing. Sigma males usually are more introverted, preferring their own company. They are not antisocial or misanthropic. Instead, they have no problem living a solitary lifestyle and are self-sufficient enough to do just fine with only their own company. This kind of male is true to himself and is aware of what he doesn't want and who doesn't want to entertain. This kind of certainty leads to Sigma males having a close-knit social group without any plans of expanding it. This is not to say that they are unwilling to meet new people. That is not the case. They may come off as guarded to some, especially if you have not won the trust of the Sigma male. Still, they are generally friendly people. They only take issue with constant outings, gatherings, events, or just conversations with people outside of their inner circle. On the other hand, Sigma males can be fun and sociable in the correct settings with the right people. Forceful associations are not a delight for them. Getting them to socialize with people they find tiresome or pretentious is next to impossible. Number 6. Judgmental people. Sigma males understand that not everything is as it seems. When you think devil's advocate, think of a Sigma male, as he is incredibly adept at playing the game even in situations that involve himself. This individual can see and understand other people's motives and versions of events he may not accept. Still, he likewise may accommodate unpopular opinions because he has thought it through for himself and sees merit in the person or argument as a result of this. Empathy Sigmas do not have a judgmental bone in their bodies and find people who do to be hypocrites. Known for independent thinking, Sigma males are drawn to people who can exercise this type of reasoning. Number 5. Handling emotions. When handling his own emotions, a Sigma male cannot help but push aside outbursts of anger, happiness, or grief to analyze the situation at hand. After this analysis, he may feel better about his choice of emotion, or even worse if he finds his feelings to be inappropriate. More often than not, Sigmas exercise suppression of intense emotions like hate, anger, and fear. He finds them cumbersome, even as they distort his natural reasonability. Such suppression may eventually lead to an overflow or latent unhappiness no matter the choice, as Sigmas are somewhat lacking in handling their own emotions. Number 4. Chatterboxes. Sigma males are not exactly social butterflies. The Sigma male is amicable, but slow to seek company or entertain guests. His words are few, but they are impactful. The Sigma is not fond of people who speak just to hear their own voice. His interactions are short and measured, and he would rather not waste time on a person who cannot contribute anything meaningful to a conversation. Sure, he can do the whole laid-back small talk routine, but it's the mindless chatter that has no start, middle, or ending that annoys the Sigma male. This kind of man believes in sharing as much as you have to offer to other people, not sharing to the point of talking someone's ear off so you can try to impress your peers. Number 3. Insincerity. Sigma males are self-aware. They appreciate validation but do not need it to thrive through self-awareness. They do not need to have two faces, one for the public and one for themselves. Sigma males are aware of their strengths and equally able to point out their own flaws and weaknesses. Suffice to say that people who present themselves as one person in public and another in private do not score very highly in the Sigma's regard. It is not his expectation that everyone should become like him. However, he is socially drawn to genuine people. As a man who needs very little social support to live a happy, fulfilling life, he quickly chooses not to associate with those who put more work into acting out happiness rather than living it. Number 2. Monotonous work. The Sigma male is a complex character, even though he may conform to specific characteristics of the archetype. This man has many layers. He is a risk taker, leaning towards more non-traditional work. The challenge, excitement, and control powers him into that direction, and he is content with accepting the results wherever they fall because to him, at least it was his decision. It is only fitting that being pigeonholed into a specific and repetitive job does not please the Sigma male. Sigma males are creators of their own fates. They have no issue accepting orders from another person, but they do need a challenge. Unfortunately, most steady jobs offer no challenge and revolve around an endless circle of daily duties. They take responsibility for the lot in life and maintain control of it through their hard efforts. The corporate 9-to-5 revolving doors do not allow the Sigma male this freedom to succeed or fail at his own whim when his career elevation is determined by someone else. The Sigma male finds it unreasonable to operate in this manner. Number 1. Independence. People's responsibility and accountability are this guy's middle name. People are the makers of their own destiny. People who avoid taking responsibility for their lives and assign blame to everyone else for their shortcomings are not the companions of choice for the Sigma male. Sigma males hate people who are always complaining. Success is not imminent in all endeavors, and he understands that his preferred response to failure and misfortune is to take ownership of the fallout and try again. Sigma males are also entirely self-sufficient. They believe in getting ahead based on their own merits and hard work. Sigma males know that adults should not allow their livelihood and happiness to depend on what others can provide for them. Sigma males cannot stand people who always need a helping hand to move ahead. It may sound harsh, but he believes in trying for yourself and that true success is earned, not given.